And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2nd down and 8. Now Love. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 3rd down, Love escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they now 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 79 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
He's coming. Check in. They can't hang with us. Mike 13. Wrap it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Watch 2B drop. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
Love now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Get out there.
Prescott to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity. opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
First down, going to the air with Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here.